Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Factorio with the BIY series. Build it yourself. Build it yourself. Working through making our own blueprint book for everything from the beginning, starting base, all the way to rocket launch. Yeah, it's been a little intimidating. If you saw me at all last night, you'd see me in proper form where I double and tripled up the requirements for stuff. But we muscled through. And this right here is our purple science template right here. It has green circuit production, red circuit production, the modules, the furnaces, the rail, everything to get us two purple baubles a second. That's the goal. Two a second. Not thousands a second. Two a second. We're just trying to get to rocket launch, right? I would build these blueprints a lot differently if my plan was 1,000 science a minute, or what do we have a minute? We're at 120 science a minute if we're doing a minute. It's not, yeah, 60 times 2, real easy. I was actually a little mentally fried last night. I should have really stopped, but that's kind of the thing about Factorio, right? I just want to keep playing. This scratches such an itch. I really enjoy playing the game. So that's where we're at with that. Let's see. Are there any design changes? Anything I want to do to make this at all different for anything? I could do a little cleaning up in here. I don't really see a point to it because it's not going to buy me more space to do really anything else, unfortunately. Yeah, I'd have to clear out a lot of space. I think we've already bookmarked this as our... Yep, that's purple science, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's time to go into the test world. In the test world, we're at the, what, 3.5 hour mark or something? Where are we at? We're at about the 4 hour mark, so we're at the halfway point. We just got blue science not long ago. I just finished establishing this. So this just got deployed and everything, and this is where we're at. So blue science is flowing in very nicely. We've got our original labs and everything. We're doing research speed to speed things up a bit, obviously. I think one of the notes I have is I'd like to get more laboratories established. I think that's something I'd like to do. There are a few more things I wouldn't mind to knock out while I'm doing a thing. Where are my inserters at? It's kind of one of the problems with building such a tight-knit base, is much of this is going to feel very clustered. Almost all the time it's going to feel very claustrophobic. You can have that. Why are you not doing a thing? Because I didn't place the thing. Yep, that's the exact problem with that. I'll take a stack of that. You can have that. That goes away. That turns into this. We're getting attacked. Oil side, that makes sense. Missing power poles. Yoink. Yoink. Okay. I want to start unloading this iron. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something like this. We're going to input priority the right. Oh, I don't have underneath these. Dude, I'll literally take whatever the hell you've got. Awesome. What might be more cost-effective is if we do yellow underneath these and pass it through like this, because I don't care how long it takes for coal to get from A to B. Realistically, we should have more than enough coal. Every time we make an iron plate, it's a 1-to-1 deal. It's a 1-to-1 deal. And what do I mean by that? For every 1 iron ore, we get an iron plate. Now, where that matters is it tells us how much iron we need to shuffle to get the same amount of work done. For coal, I think we could do, what is it, 3 pieces of iron every coal? So I need coal, but I need it a lot less commonly than anything else. Nope, wrong way. A lot less often than anything else, I should say. Can I get more underneath these? I can't. Why? Cause gears. Cause iron. Yeah, I'm trying to fix that whole iron thing right now. Believe it or not, I'm fixing the iron thing. This can look like this. I want a dedicated red line. I got white lines stuck in my head. Good. Okay, that unloads neatly, somewhat. Cool. So this gets into here, then this goes like this. Because don't forget, we built a system that was inefficient from the start. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. I have plenty of bullets. I have plenty of turrets. We gotta go. We built the system. We needed it to have red belt. But I just deployed it with yellow because I'm like, dude, I ain't got the 300 red belt or whatever to get that going on. What I maybe should do is I should maybe consider building red belt into our first blueprint. That might not be a terrible idea. And I'll wait till you stop. And we'll switch over to manual because I don't want you to leave without me. I must have gotten some decent sleep because my brain is on jukebox mode. And usually I'm just too tired for that. But no, it's like, you can't leave without me. No idea. Is that a song? Probably is. I could dream about you, right? Nope. Okay, let's put those back. That's good enough. We could be a little more free with the ammunition. And we're going to double that up a little bit. Repair this. Anytime you get a notice of no to low ammunition, drop what you're doing and go. Just that has become your priority one. Because the problem's only going to be exacerbated as you delay, as you ignore it. There's never a low ammunition problem that could be like, 5 more minutes. Right? That'll take care of itself. Just 5 more. No, this isn't a snooze alarm. You can't just snooze it out. You gotta get that done. Gotta get it done, son. That's been rebuilt neatly. We will get all the red belt pushed up. So yeah, I need to figure out a better spot for how to do red belts earlier. The problem is it requires a dumpster amount of gears. That's what makes this a little on the pricey side. Oh, we get quite a bit of them. Nice, 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 nice. And we've got all these splitters I don't really need too many of, but we got it. Yep. Okay, so what is this problem? This is a throughput problem. Easily enough to the fix. Oh, for some odd reason I thought if I grabbed the red I could just copy-paste over it. Can I make a few? It needs yellow underneathies. Go figure. Yoink. Yeah, now we're just hammering out the gears to get this cleaned up. Realistically, I think I also would have liked a bigger bus. I thought we could get away with a one-line bus, considering I have other processes doing work in other places. Red-green science is not part of this bus. What else is not part of this bus? Bullets are not part of this bus. Turrets are not part of this bus. There's a lot of little stuff that I'm using elsewhere that is just not part of this system. So I kind of thought, you know what, maybe we could do a 1-1-1-1-1. Just the 4 main elements. You know, earth, wind, fire, water. Instead, this is iron, copper, steel, and circuit. I thought that might be enough for us to get past. It kind of feels like it somewhat is, but not really enough. How much is in here? 21. How much is supposed to be in here? 20. Okay. And that can just be stacks upon stacks. Thank you. Okay, is this any better now? Let's tighten this up a little bit. This stuff is getting annihilated, like, the moment it shows up. So, I did say I didn't care if gears were going to take a while. This is absolutely what's going on. It's going to take a while. It's a slow burn process. I usually regard processes in my brain as one of two things. It's either a slow burn process, like a candle, right? Light a candle, you want to let that thing burn for a little bit, you know, make the air smell nice if you got a scented one, you know, jealous and all that. If you want it to be a fast burning process, you apply more heat and imagine like you're cooking something, right? You're cooking something. You're applying direct flame to a surface to get some cooking going on. That makes sense as well. But for some of this stuff, I've decided early on, I'm like, you know what? If it takes a little while, it takes a little while. I want a second car. For sure. Okay, how's our pollution cloud? A little bit out there, but not terrible. Is there anything else I need to snipe? We're good on circuits. I don't need inserters. I don't need belts anymore. We could shut this down completely, or I can just leave it. If you have multiple people playing at the same time, I think it's nice to just have it available. I'll take that, thank you. I don't need that ever anymore. Just gonna manually upgrade those while I have them. I think we're good for now. So our blue science is going to take a sweet amount of time. Let's go ahead and finish upgrading the rest of the... Oh no. Crap. How did this look? Crap, Spackle, how did this look? Like, it's already humorously balanced, but... Well, time to get out the blueprint. It's this one. No, this is steel. No, this is not steel. This is just regular iron. Oh man, am I lost on my own blueprint shenanigans? Which one of these did I use? Not that one. This one. Okay. Yep. Alright, it goes straight. And then... that doesn't look correct. Oh, I know what the problem is. There we go. Now is fixed. And 4 length is exactly the size we need for the yellow deedly-doos anyway. So, okay, cool, cool. Problem fixed. Yeah, all the measurements we used were for red belt. For the 30 items a second. So now we should really see some movement. Why does it stutter a bit here? Well, that's for engines. Are engines looking good? I can't even tell. Yeah. Engines, red circuits, it's all stacked. Some of this stuff looks like it's going kind of slow. Oh, it just takes a while to make the things. Yeah, it just takes a while to make the things. We've been playing at faster speed for so long, it's been a little jarring as to how that works. So, let me get out a notepad real quick. I'll just do it this way. I'll just do it. So, I need more starter labs. What else did I say? Red belts, starter base. That's something to consider. What else? If I pull this out one more level to add way more labs, I think that might be fine. Because this is kind of the problem right here. How am I going to inserter this? Awkwardly is how I would inserter it. The other thing is we could do something like this. And then there you go, and then there you go. But this just looks awkward. You know what? Maybe if our true argument is we want to preserve space and time, like this is a Doctor Who thing. That doesn't change the blueprint severely at all. There's somewhere 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, there's somewhere in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But now the other problem is how do I get blue up here, right? This layout won't work. I love how the belts just kind of correct themselves with whatever's on them without it being that much of a fuss. If I could do a little sunshine monkey magic here, maybe we can readjust how pull this up slightly, and that would give us room for 2 more labs. Yeah. Maybe that's a plan. So a little bit of adjustment on that might be necessary. Iron's looking great now. Steel is a lot less of a draw, so it's very full of everything now. Yep, all the iron has propagated all the way through. We're still doing fairly well with a singular stack. With a singular, belt. Us? Ooh, okay. Alright. Alright. How you doing? I almost got. That was almost particular. In a similar vein that we did the other chests, what I might do is I might limit this down to like that. Just the front two. Because these are going to take so long to unload. Oh, you know what? Actually, in this case, this won't matter. Never mind. Never mind, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Alright, I could use more coal setup. I have plenty of yellow belt for this. I'm just gonna be a little sloppy about it. Doesn't really matter. 4, 5, and 3, and the cats are already losing their... Hey, don't play tag of war with my server. I need that to do server things. I need that to store all my Linux ISOs. Wink. If you know, that's a definite if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I need 17 copies of Kali Linux. Wink. If you know what I mean. Yeah, that's how I do the if you know what I mean voice. It's the deep if you know what I mean. Did I forget all the belts here? This is a weird thing I did. Okay, that's cleaned up, that's cleaned up. Blue science is on the roll. What else do we need for blue? Otherwise, I just need to immediately shift into purple. I require level 2. We already got rocket fuel in there. Oh, we do need electric engines. We do need robotics? Huh. So we just need robotics. We don't need anything else after that. So it doesn't really matter the order. Start the research. Start the research. Start the research. I need robotics. Going to construction robotics is trivial at this point. Do I need electric engines to launch the ship? I do. So we have to dibble-dabble into electric engines anyway. So it might be just really easy if I wanted 20 construction bots and a roboport that I place, and it's like, bam, we're good to go, we got some stuff, no issue. I'm actually going to jank a whole bunch of red circuits from somewhere. I'm going to build my suit. Where is my super suit? Where is my super suit? Oh, I didn't even see where that was from. The reference was The Incredibles, clearly, but I didn't see where that attack was from. I need batteries, which is unfortunate. I'm not making batteries. Oh, we have advanced oil, don't we? He does. Brick. Let's get that all switched over. I really don't like... I really don't like how much of a pain in the ass this is. You're lubricant. You are also lubricant. Realistically, one thing doing lubricant is more than enough. But I like building things in sets of 2. That's how RAM sticks work, right? Like, you could do one RAM stick in a computer. However, dual channel is pretty dope. So my brain is like, just do it in sets of 2. I don't need that. I don't need those reminders anymore. We got crude coming in. Real nice, real nice. Why are you not firing? Oh, you're already full of Jamba Juice. Okay, that's that. What else was I gonna do? Oh, the super suit. Oh, batteries. How batteries make do I? In a chemical plant. I need sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is made via sulfur, iron, and... Okay, so... I need batteries for what I'm doing. I don't need batteries to make... I don't need batteries to make the rocket, right? So this is a side quest I'm on right now. Batteries are not required in steel, processing units, electric engine units, pipes, or concrete. Electric engine. Electric engine does not require batteries. So this is a side quest I'm on. The flying robot frame requires oh, you know what? I need that for yellow science. Yep. So we do need batteries. Batteries are going to be a thing. Let me get my notes. Batteries, parentheses, yellow. Yellow? I don't know how to spell yellow. Alright, cool. Spelling it literally like yellow. Okay, that's still looking good. That's still running fine. I have the new armor. I might as well put it on. Boop. And even though it doesn't make any sense, let's make 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be good enough. Man, sirens have been going off daily and often. I live in a small town of 5,000 people. I really hope that's not picking up. It looks like it isn't. I live in a small town of like literally a few thousand people. It's a nice little place. I like it. It's generally very quiet much of the time. This will hold a charge on its own, but not a very good one. Anyway, back to the story I'm telling. It's been... Whoop, whoop, that's the sound of law enforcement. Whoop, all the time. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe they're just doing practice drills or something. I'm not sure. Let's go with that. The layout kind of doesn't super matter. How much of this do I have left? Like 100? Like a whole mess? Awesome. That's not what I want that to do. Nope. So we're already, like, what, 20 minutes into this? 25 minutes into this or whatever? I didn't even talk about what we're doing today. Yep, that's fine. That's all good. The plan really ultimately with this was going to be just work out more blue science and kick it about and see how far we get with it. I think I might want to jump over to the blueprint world, do some more redesign. Now that I think of it, like, a lot. How much of this do we have now? 30. We don't have a limit. 30 isn't bad, but it's still kind of not a lot. Any other blueprints like I'm not happy with? Let's hop over to the blueprint world. Oh, let's first of all see how big purple is. Wouldn't be too terrible. Okay. I think I just saved. So there's a couple of modifications I want to do. Let's start at the beginning of the story, right? This is the guy that I want to rework. Now, there's a couple things I want to rework on him specifically. First of all, power, I'm pretty happy about. I'm not going to change that. The smelting, we did all the math. We made it formulaic. I'm not going to change any of that. What I need are more initial laboratories. What we're lacking is, after we get ramped up, I need to cut down inefficiencies that I've identified. One of them being how long it takes us to get through red-green science. That's kind of an issue. What I'd like to do is figure out how to space this properly. I'm already at the maximum corner. So again, I want to build this as square or as rectangly as I want. I don't want to do like, there you go, there's more labs. And it's like, well, that just makes it a little more awkward to place. It's not the end of the world if that's how that goes. But one of the things I noticed is this makes this difficult for expansion. So I'm going to do this. I'll just do it fresh. It's fine. So here's one layer of science, right? This is probably how I should have done it before, instead of belt on the inside. 3, 4. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, to 3. That's how that would work. Now, yeah, that works out great. The idea is blue and whatever science comes in on a different belt like this, and I don't have to do a whole lot of jiggery-pokery to make it work. The other thing is, do I need to flip you? It actually doesn't matter, it's completely symmetrical. That is how this would work. So let's put that as the other disciplines, whatever you want, whatever's going on. Be blue-purple for the order of operation we're going for. So that's how you get 4 sciences. The problem is, what do we do with yellow? And now this becomes another pain, right? Like, the player has to do more ad hoc stuff. I don't really want them to do a bunch of ad hoc stuff. So if I were to do this, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could actually do the weaving nonsense we did before. Which, let's workshop that real quick. I'm just gonna grab that bucket here. We did the weaving before with, I think it was steel. We thought it through. And it was a bit of an expensive mess. I need 1, 2, 3, 4... I need 5? No, hold on. I need 3. Okay, so imagine, if you will. Imagine a world. This is going to be, let's just say, your military, your utility. So like this. So how do we get... And then, you know, for your information. So we'll have 6 sciences. The 7th science is not important. It's space. We're never going to get there. That's not the plan of this build. So how do we get some of these things to interact with the bottom and or the top? Like, these long arms can only reach, you know, the extra 1 square. So how do we get everything else moving like that? Right. It's easy. It's expensive, but it's easy. So let's just clear cut all this, remove all the distractions, and we'll start off with, it's gonna look something like this. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. This is more metal expensive. But what it effectively allows is us to minimize space loss. That's not quite right. Hold on. You can hit that one, you can hit that one. Oh, we do need a fourth to make this work. It would look something like this. Right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because the inserters will grab from something that's not even real. So this would be what exactly? Maybe we do something like this? No. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. I think my brain is still a little rusty from last night. Let's grab this again. Grabbing this again. That's effectively what we would do, though. Is long arm it. In that manner. So actually, it would probably be something like this. We have... Let's do it like this. This will be a little easier for my brain. We have the the 6 sciences, right? So... Grab. 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 So this has to look like this. That's... Oh, I'm getting confused. This looks like this. And then if this looks like this... Same deal, but in reverse. 1, 2, 3... Time is stopped, they don't switch. So that. This looks clustery as hell, and actually this is bleeding over a little bit, so we gotta trim this up. If you build it for one thing, it'll make a lot more sense. So it probably looks like this. The reverse of the other one, right? So I want to pull from 3 belts. 1, 2, 3. All 3 belts are going to have different nonsense on it. So if I just take this and copy paste this, does this work? Answer is probably no. The answer is definitely no. It's going to be the opposite action. Out, up, like that. That's how that's going to work. Up, out, up. Okay. I think that does it. So again, the emphasis is maximizing space. Also, extensibility, if that's a word. Expandability? Like, I don't want someone to have to do a bunch of work trying to bribble-brabble a bunch of things mid-game and like, oh man, there wasn't enough room for whatever laboratory space. Now I gotta whatever. That's not what I want to accomplish here. I want this to be, I want the Ron Popeil. I want a Ron Popeil, a set it and forget it kind of a thing, yeah? Okay, this is screwed up. This got screwed up somehow. This got screwed up somehow. It's all screwed up somehow. Okay. There we go. That is correct. Yep. So I want 2, 4, 6... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7? Actually, this can go one at a time like this, right? 8, 9, 10? It should be 10 on each side. Awesome. So we're going to go from 10 labs to... I honestly think like 14 or 15 or 16 would be nice. Doing the consumption is difficult because not all the researches are the same. When it comes to technology in the first few researches, let's say it's automation right here. It's 10 seconds, 10 time units, and 10 of them. If we do something else like optics, it's 15 time units for 10. Turrets are back to 10. Stone walls are 10. Military's 15. Fast inserters are 15. As we go up the chain, stuff takes more time. Like, where's steel, for example? I can never identify stuff by the icon. I don't know why. I should be really good at that, but I can't. I'll give it another 4 seconds and I'll just search for it. Alright. ADV is advanced material processing. This takes 30, but it also takes a different science. So it's difficult to say verbatim. Like, our consumption is going to be XYZ all the time. So that's why I'm aiming for 2 bottles a second. Should be more than enough for our labs. If it dips a little bit, not a big deal. But this should be pretty good. So let's take a copy of this guy. Let's run a quick test. And our idea is I want to make sure stuff comes out the other side in the way in which it says, I'm not going to test the middle. That seems kind of dumb. Let's get some loader action. You know what? We don't have to make it that crazy. We don't have to make it that crazy at all. Here, red wire. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. If it makes it all the way to the end, then everything's connected. Great. That's all solid. Now... Yes, based on how this is built, this unfortunately is going to stick out slightly. That is going to look like that. This is going to be military if you want it. The placement really doesn't matter too much. Actually. To make this a little easier, let's just do a top-down. You're going to be red and green. You're going to be military and utility. Okay, let's set up some power. We have the regular power poles, which will work out just fine based on the spacing. It's gonna look like garbage, but it's all gonna be powered. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be fine. Oh, actually, I should put red-green in the middle, so we're not spending so much on underneath these out the gate. We'll have it plugged in and stuff, so I'm not super worried about it. But at the time we hit blue science, we really should have underneath these. And this works. We can hit all 3. Yeah, that's beautiful. I like that very much. Okay. You're out of here. You're gonna get ushered into the new shit. So now, the player has no worries about bandwidth when it comes to labs. Which is kind of the entire idea of the thing, right? We want to make it as brain-free as possible. Now, the issue with this is I'm losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces in the southern direction. What if we reduced our power production and slapped this here? That would make it a lot less awkward, I think. You know what would even be fine is if I cut out some labs. So this is 10. I would be happy if we did this. Yep. That's 16 labs, which is still better than the 10 we had. So if I snipe this and put this here... Oh, I like that a lot. That doesn't add any more to our footprint. It does cut down our power plant, though. What's the assumption? Like, I needed to add more power anyway. This isn't enough power to take us to the end game. So that's maybe the plan. Really like the power plant being like that, though, but that's okay. So this is gonna be... What? We do something like this, and then feed it into here with the coal and the stone and stuff? No, maybe... We do something like this. And then this is no longer important. That still gets us our stone. Turn, thank you. Where did the lab go? Crap, did I control X that thing? Rubbish. Okay, how much control Z can I get back? Oh, I can't hold it down. Ah! Make copies, kids! Oh, there was. Oh, it just flashed out of space-time. Okay. Yoink. Go there and there. Thank you. Ooh, that was fun. That was fun, TM. Fun. Copyright Megacycle Entertainment. See store for details. Must be 18 or older. Not applicable in Rhode Island. Parental supervision recommended. Like, the whole list. The whole list of bullcrap. Okay, so here's this. This gets changed in a fairly fundamental way. That doesn't matter. Okay, there you go. That is much more red-green science. Science! Actually, I wonder if I could... I like that better, because then... that can be tighter. I can't use this space, which is unfortunate. I like this a lot better, though. This adds for all the science and expansion. Now, is 16 labs enough for us to end the game on? If I keep them full, I think so. Player can also go ahead and just add whatever they want. Modules, which wouldn't be a bad idea to cut down on expense, right? What's the phrase? Productivity modules have like a cascading effect. So the more, the more places you put them in the chain or whatever, the effect actually snowballs a bit. I'm not smart enough to know how to explain it, so I'm not going to bother. This looks like a good start. I don't need that one piece. Yeah. I'm really glad we went with a taller design for the power grid as opposed to the wider one. Let's see if I have that one. Yeah, this is my original design. I think it looks a lot neater than this. But this is also wider by a fair margin. Yeah. Quite a few squares. So losing a little bit of up is fine. If it saves the width because we're adding the labs over here. That's not necessary. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yep, that works fine. Took a little bit of work, but I'm happy with it. Happy with it. What other changes to this do I feel are necessary? Belts. Change that to 4. Inserters, we change that to 2. Is it important for me to have circuits on hand? It helps with the handcrafting. If I'm pulling surplus anyway, I don't think it's that big of a deal. This is all fine. I don't think there's anything that needs changing. We have 2 stacks of that. 20 turrets seems fine as a single pickup. I don't think I need to change anything there. Oh, I forgot we have gear storage as well. Okay, any other changes? Honestly, with how much of a difference this is, I think I might want to start over. What other things do I feel? Oh, let's take a look at our inserters and belts. I think I've made enough changes here to reflect everything I needed. So that can be 2 stacks of that. That can be 2 stacks of that. That can be 2 stacks of that. These are a stack each. They're far more expensive. Not really worthwhile. I don't know if I'm feeling good about integrating green circuit production and everything anymore. And if that's something I should remove. I'm not sure. That is fine. It's set to 20. So this should not be where we're mass producing yellow belts. This should be where we're mass producing red belts. Speaking of that, that reminds me in my notes that I took right here. More starter labs, done. Boom. Red belt starter base. Where's my... Yeah. Oh, nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. How easy would it be to get red belts out of this equation? Even a little bit. A little bit of red. If I trim it like this... Could do... could do... terribly. One gear producer is not nearly enough. I think I'm gonna reject that proposal. It's not enough. It's not enough by a very strong margin. However, I'm willing to commit this into production. This power is more than enough for at least this. So where's our... that update? There you go. Yeah. Yep. I like it better. I like this better. So now we're gonna chuck this over into the production area. We didn't consume more space. What we did is we cut down power to put more labs in. That's how that worked. Okay, there. Red belt starter base is a nil do. We're skipping that. That's not good. Where we are at our belt manufactory, I wouldn't mind more gears. I don't know if that's going to be sedated by the amount of iron. Like, I don't know if like more iron would have solved that problem, and I don't really think so. That's correct. Don't you need gears? You are getting gears. Okay. Is there any good way for me to get more gears on the table? Maybe. I already have this blueprint. Nope. That won't work. I already have this blueprint saved, so mucking about with it isn't that big of a deal. Is it something like that? Iron goes on the out. No, iron needs to go on the inside. Iron goes on the inside. Gears go on the outside. My whole idea was to just slap bang another one of these here, but this seems too difficult for what it's worth. I'm going to say realistically, if you need more gears, maybe it might be better off to upgrade the assembly machines to level 2. Maybe that's our stance on that. Okay, what else? Batteries for yellow science. I'm not there yet. What that might be is that might be its own processing area for oil. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What else? I thought there were more improvements I needed to do. Any more improvements here? Any more stuff we can cut out and change? I kind of would like the outputs of the oil to be on the other side. I don't know how possible that's going to be, considering the layout of things. That's for cracking. This is for sending back out. It wouldn't be pretty. That's for very sure. But it would... Oh, I can't actually. Well, I could. I could go like this. And then, bam, here's your light oil. And then, similarly... Oh, actually, this is... Yeah, this is light. This is for lubricant. We could just turn around and send it back out. Bam, here's lubricant. I don't really feel super strongly about that right now. I think we're good. So let's mark off Purple Science as complete. We'll have to do a dry run, like a proper dry run of it, but for now, I think that's looking pretty good. Military is next. Maybe we knock out a military real quick? Let's knock out a military real quick. More math, right? This produces two every 10, so 1 every 5. I want 2 every 1 second, so 5 will produce... It'll produce 10 every 10, so 1 every 1. There you go. That should do it. So, all of these, this is 10 machines. They produce 2 every 10 seconds, so they technically produce 20 every 10 seconds, because I doubled it up. And then just divide that out, that's 2 every 1 second. Perfect. Now let's talk about consumption. I have 10 of these. I need 10 AP rounds every 10 seconds, so get out the old calculator. I have 10 machines times the 1 they need every 10 seconds. So I need 1 a second. Yep, I need 1 every second. How many can you produce? You can produce 1 every 3 seconds. So that means I need 1, 2, 3 of you to match 1 second. This is 1 grenade every 1 second. Same thing. It takes 8 seconds. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make this look a little bit better. There you go. You produce 1 every half a second. Interesting. 1. Yep, more than enough. So this is at least the ratio for military science. Walls are going to eat a dumpster ton of stone for sure. Grenades are going to eat a dumpster amount of coal. And this is going to eat a dumpster amount of steel and iron and copper. Let's do this one thing at a time. You need regular firearm magazines to do this. Firearm magazines are made 1 a second. Oh, this ratio is actually perfect. Because you need 1 every 3 seconds? Oh, awesome. Okay. There you go. That was the easiest math I've ever had to do. Boom. Done. This is just going to be furnacing. There's not a ton I need to worry about that, maybe? And then what do I need for this? Iron and coal. Okay. Feed it. Call it a day. There you go. There's the ratio for all that. That was pretty easy. We can get this all set up. I need the 2 belt action. We could do weaving again, but that's just a lot of expense I don't want to pay. And some red action. Do this so often, it's absolutely muscle memory. Nope. Wrong way. Thank you. Also wrong way. Thank you. Whoops. There we are. Okay. Oh, badoo. Oh, there we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay, all powered, all tightened up. There we go. There's military science. This produces 2 every second. So, there's that. There's that. And this kind of seems stupid to just be one thing by itself, but that's all it's really going to be. So, ammunition. Let's start with that. All of these products we're not making on site. So how do we do it so that way one firearm thing can chat at... this is gonna kind of look like our red circuit thing, right? Now, how do you get steel and copper in a way that doesn't suck? Oh. That doesn't look terrible. Now, here's the more annoying part. How do I get the parts out of you? That's the gimme, right? That's the gotcha. If I do something like this would work for this. Like, boom, there you go, donezo. But now how do I get this guy out? More underneath these sounds like a solution, and a very crappy one at that. Like, yep. There you go. There's technically a solution that I don't like at all. I don't like this one bit. Let's save it as a prototype, though. So that is functional. That is timed to the letter what we need to get done. Maybe there's a better way we can lay this out so it's not relying too heavily on underneath these. What if we did it more like this? Like, we're just kind of rotating it, but we're still going to feed it from the left? And then we'll output it to the right? Nope, this is going to be the exact same problem. How do I get this out of here, right? Let's try a different layout altogether. What if we did something like... Oh, no. Oh, no, bro. Give me that. And then give me that again. What if I did something a little more different? What if instead of having this guy in a corner like a star, what if we did something like this? Right? I'm still gonna kind of run into the same problem. I only want one feed to feed all the things. I don't want to do, like, a splitter deal. Like, I don't want to be like, okay, you feed that way, and then you feed this way, and then output. That would definitely save on underneath these. But that seems like a bigger pain in the ass than I'd be willing to contest with. So it would look like something like this, I guess. Now I don't know what to do about this guy, right? A real answer we could do, honestly, is most likely just belt it. We're just gonna belt it. So give me more of them, thank you. Like we've been doing in the past. This is gonna look kind of unsexy, but like whatever, it doesn't really matter. Something like this. Iron comes in. Firearm stuff comes out. This is arguably boring and uncreative. but it's also easier for someone to understand what's going on. You need 4 plates. That's happening for sure. Now, how do I get stuff out of you, right? Again, it's weaving, or we just do this. Uninspired, again, yes, very uninspired, but it's functional, and that's kind of the Factorio battle, right? That's a Factorio rat battle. If I do something like this, that connects in really neatly. Walls are going to be also incredibly uninspired. Something like this. So let's start picking this apart a little bit. Iron. You are going to be bricks, actually, not stone. You are going to be copper and steel. No, steel. You're going to be iron. That takes care of all that is needed. That's ratio correct, yeah. And then this is going to be something like this. And turn down, and something like this. There you go. There's that. Now we have a bunch of room for grenades, which are going to look like that. Not too shabby. Not the best, but not too shabby. Could I get away with stacking the walls like over here? Maybe? I know we could trim this up a bunch. I'm fine with it for now. Let's not get too pedantic. Again, perfection is the enemy of progress, and I'd like to just get this done up and proper. So I need 10 coal every 8 seconds. That's 80 coal every 8 seconds. That's 10 coal a second. That works out fine. That works out fine to one line. Our need for iron is less, so we're not going to worry about that. We are actually going to do the output line in the middle, I think. It's a little fat. It's a little fat, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with a little fat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and then... Everyone's got a little fat, right? Never hurts to have a little fat. Okay, so this is going to look like this. And this is going to be iron and coal. And that's it. There's your military science. I think with a little more positioning, I could do better. If I move the grenades up, shift this around a little bit. Oh, actually... Yeah, nope, the math is fine. The math is fine. What if we trim this, trim that, and move this, like, there? That feels a lot more compact. I think I really like that. I think that just saved a ton of space. And then what we'll do is this can curve up like this. And this has its own line, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna be walls. That looks much better. That looks much, much better. Ooh, big stretch. Okay, let's give it a test. Military science is never difficult. It's just got a lot going on. Let's do this instead. That, exactly 0. Thank you. Where are my loaders at? Boom. We copy-pasted, we copy-pasted. Clip, clip, boom, boom. Nope. This is gonna have to be... So let's see here. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna be iron, have a wonderful time. You're gonna be copper, have a wonderful time. You're gonna be steel, have a wonderful time. We'll need to do some similar jiggery pokery to this thing. You are going to be iron, have a wonderful time. You're going to be coal, have a wonderful time. You're going to be bricks, and if you heard me before, have a wonderful time. Okay, the only thing we're really missing is power. Everything is connected? Oh, no, it isn't. Oop, right there. Let's fix that in the other one as well. Okay, let's crank on the jams. I already see some problems. Go. We have... something got screwed. Oh no, bro. That's correct. And this is why we do a rough draft before we get too into it and push it into production, right? Okay, let's try that now. Is my brain broken? Oh, yes it is. There we go. Probably no more than usual, right? I'm not seeing everything running. We're short on... Oh, I know another thing that's busted. Those two inserters are facing the wrong way. Now that's correct. Everything should be running. Like, we shouldn't be overflowing on a ton of everything, of anything. Maybe walls at the most. Yeah, this is great. This is very satisfactory. I like it. Let's turn it down. Let's pause it. That goes away. This comes to play. Okay. Bam. Pressed into production. Let's change this. This is going to be military. Oh, what might not be a bad idea is seeing if we can spill off some excess. Is there anywhere in here we would have excess ammunition? When we have overflow, we'll have overflow, but maybe I have a little sugar stash of AP rounds. I don't know if I'm feeling that, really. I could also have a sugar stash of walls, considering we're going to have an abundance on the regular. So it would be something like this. And then to make it smart, I would do, like, that and that. And it'd be the exact same thing. If AP rounds is greater than, let's say, 6. And then this would be read belt contents and hold. And then what this would do is this would reveal whatever's being stored on here to this inserter, then it would make a decision after that. I think if I'm going to build a military complex, I'd rather build a military complex for the military complex and not science. I'm trying to separate the science from everything as much as I possibly can. That's kind of the deal about that. Either way, I am happy with this. That can go away. This gets pushed to production. Let's get some nameology pasted around here. Boop. This is a T2 technology, to be honest. JMegs, T2, military science. Because the design is all low-key stuff. Purple is actually a T3, so hold on. This gets changed. You're a T3 science. A T3 deployment. It could be T2? Oh, actually, no, it can't. It can't because I would have already had plastic, and plastic is a T2. So I'm trying to build this so it's logically one thing after another kind of a thing. I need... What do I need for this? Steel, copper, iron, coal, stone brick. Military could technically be in the T2 category. I'm going to chuck you in there. I know the T2 category is kind of nuts, but this is kind of where I'm feeling it should be. Okay, there's that. Oh, we also didn't add military or purple science to our little diamogram. Down here. And military is, what, 10? There you go. Perfect. Okay, in order of operations, this should probably be switched. There you go. And green and black are interchangeable. If you want to switch the chemical and military around, they're interchangeable. It doesn't really matter. But that's another blueprint in the books. Happy with that. Happy with that. We're not going to be building solar arrays or anything. There's not really that much of a point for us to do that, I don't think. Anything else I wanted to cover this episode? Oh, I don't need these guys anymore. Now that I remember loaders are real. Go away. Good. Yeah, this is quite a bit. This will be really good for calculating energy draw. So 77.5 kilowatts. So 77.5 times 70. Times 70. To produce science, not consume it. To produce science, we need 5.5 megawatts of energy. How much do you take? 60? And there's 16 of you? 60 times 16 plus the 5.5 I guess 5,500 because I'm measuring it in kilowatts. 6,460 kilowatts are consumed. Now this is 10, 20. I believe these make 900 a pop. So let's see here. 900 times 20. We have 18 megawatts. A third of our power is just science production and consumption. A little more than a third. Yeah, a little more than a third. That doesn't include the oil refineries that are very energy hungry. Or the chemical plants that are very energy hungry. Everything aside, this is very energy hungry. So this is 4 megawatts right here. Right? The chemical plants, we have 15. That is another 3 megawatts. So I'd like to really do some math and figure out at what time do we have to expand the power base. If the idea is like, okay, here's how much we're producing. You can take care of all this right here. And you can do... Where's our inserters at? You can do the inserter one. You can't do the belt one. But you can also do military science. Or like whatever. Like I'd like to see and math that out. And then maybe in the notes of the blueprints, like for military, if you've made it here, build more power, or whatever. I think that'd be pretty cool. But that's another conversation for another time. So, awesome. Military science done. We tested out... What else did we do this episode? Made some fixes on military. Oh yeah, we redid our Tier 1 base. I think the next episode, we're going to do another dry run. I think this changes everything in a different enough cadence. Because we made a lot of adjustments in size. We did the stone bricks as well. I think this warrants a retest. So, let's go ahead and give it a save. Thank you all for joining me. Name's JohnMegacycle in another episode of the BIY Build It Yourself series. Yeah, thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.